Okay, this is, was it Mount Fuji? It's supposed to be one of the most beautiful mountains in the world, symmetrical, but then it blew its top, didn't it? Yeah, I think it erupted. Okay, so this is Japan. Next. Now you can't see these red circles, but we're going to be in Okinawa. Where's Okinawa? It's somewhere down here? Yeah, there's Okinawa. And where's Tokyo? Tokyo's up here somewhere? Oh, here's Tokyo. And then anyway, you'll see. But we're going to be in Osaka. We're going to be in a couple places. Next. Tokyo is 37 million people in the city of Tokyo. It's the most populous city in the world, and it is tough. Prabhupada said it would be tough to make devotees in Japan. It is it's very materialistic on one hand. I mean, it has its spiritual side to it, but the most people are just... Here's an example of Japan. This is about 10 years ago. They were trying to kickstart their recreation. What happened? They want to kickstart their recreation. You know, people going skiing and biking and all that kind of stuff. Vacation, tourism, because it's a big economic stimulus. So the problem is that and people in Japan work 6 days a week. So they were trying to figure out, they set up a blue panel commission to figure out how to get the people in Japan to work 5 days a week. Because 5 days a week, then you've got 2 days for leisure and you're going to spend more time in recreation. It'll help kickstart the economy, right? The committee, the blue panel committee that they set up to figure out how to get people to work from 6 days a week to 5 days a week, we're working 7 days a week. Next. So this is a picture of what it's like the subterranean heavenly planets. You know, it's dark, but it's illuminated simultaneously. So this is downtown Tokyo. Next. And, well, somehow or other doesn't show it, but what's the next one? Okay, here you go. Click it back. This intersection, and then you click it forward. This, I can't pronounce it, Shibuya or whatever it is. It's the world's busiest crossing. At any time, there's 3,000 people crossing. No way. That's right there. And Bhanu Maharaj, anyone who knows Bhanu Maharaj, he's a complete straight arrow. He doesn't exaggerate anything. He's a Paka Brahmin. And so they're just like ants. When you get on a subway car, there's 2 uniformed officers, for the transit authority, with a pole during business hour, and they just cram you in like sardines so the doors can shut. I mean, you try doing that in New York. They're going to pull out a gun and shoot you. But Japan, they just like, okay, Okay, next. So we're in ISKCON, Tokyo, and that's the neighborhood. Next. These are cherry. Turn it back. Bhanu Maharaj has the soul of a poet. These are the cherry blossoms. It's very beautiful. Next. So this is our temple. 3-minute walk from the train station. It's got a hall for the temple, a hall for prasadam, guest rooms, residence ashram, restaurant. The restaurant is the ground floor. Financed by the Indian community, $1.5 million when they bought it in 2010. Who knows what it's worth now? I think Tokyo has some of the most expensive real estate in the world. So this is the temple. Next. They have 50 initiated devotees living in the temple, 4 devotees, congregation, 500 active devotees, 3,000 casual visitors, installed deities for 15 years. Radha Krishna, you'll see him in a minute. Regular Sunday feast program, Prasadam feast, all of ISKCON's festivals, outreach to yoga groups, kirtan with Gita lessons, food for life every 2 weeks. Next. These are the deities, Radha Govinda. They have a nice neem Gornitai. What's up with this? They have a nice, beautiful neem Gornitai. Then this is Radha Govinda. And then they have Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. Next. So... This is Bhanu Maharaj. Actually, wisteria is a vine, and it's super fragrant. And it looks like this. It hangs down like grapes, and they have different colors. So this is a park near the temple. Next. So they decorate the deities. These are wisteria, hanging down, super fragrant, decorating Radha Govinda. Next. So it's just another picture. And the next is my favorite, I think. Next. Yeah, you see Radharani? She's dressed in a nice Japanese kimono. Chris, I think that's very sweet, you know. I mean, once in a while, we dress Radha Giridhari in that South Indian, Bharatanatyam style, you know, dancing style, Radharani, with the South Indian silk. So there's a beautiful Japanese Radha appearing as a Japanese. Okay, next. Okay, this is the inside of the temple, Sunday feast. Next, in Tokyo. You've got Banu Maharaj, where you can't see Banu Maharaj. Banu Maharaj, when you Leelamrita, is Bhakta Bruce. He was born of a Japanese family, first-generation Japanese family in Canada. During World War II, he was in an internment camp, you know, when they just strip you of everything. It's like a concentration camp. So he's been through a lot. And he was back in Japan, met the devotees. Bhakta Bruce, he was there and met Prabhupada when Prabhupada's first trip to Japan. Prabhupada made him a devotee. Now he's Banu Maharaj. Banu Maharaj is, well, I don't want to, I've only got 10 minutes. Next. So here's another picture of the Sunday feast. He's an expert musician. He's a Sanskrit scholar. And he has a triple black belt in karate. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's a trained killer. No, you know, and he's one of the sweetest, most gentle people you would ever meet. He's a very nice devotee. Okay, next. So here the devotees are in Harinam during COVID time. Next. This is book distribution on a typical Japanese street. Oh, and they're also in Harinam. They got a ukulele out there, so there it is, local color. Next. They have a kirtan. They've got a kirtan band, and they're very popular. So they travel over. They do different programs, and they do bhajans. Okay, next. This is a home program. Happy Japanese. Next. And to click it back. See, this guy's typical Japanese dress. She's got you know. So they're Krishnized. Like if you take metal and you connect to electricity, it becomes electrified. So Prabhupada said your culture could become Krishnized. Next. Book distribution. So just 2023, 9,000 books. Next. This is the Govinda's restaurant downstairs, the ground floor of the restaurant. Very popular. Next. So they also, as he was saying, they do all kinds of yoga. They have a yoga studio. This is run by a householder couple, and it's a very popular yoga studio. And every class begins with the chanting of the Om, then the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, get the breath under control, and ends with kirtan and prasadam. It's a very popular yoga studio. Next. This is their food for life 2 times a week. There's a lot of poverty in Japan, actually, homelessness. So, you know, anyway. Next. And here they are, food for life. Next. And this, somehow the title isn't there. Okay, this is another city. Next. Okay, here's the name of the city. So they have a little small farm. I don't have the acreage. I'll have to get it from, but they've started a farm there. And that's the house on the farm in Japan. Next. And these are their deities, Gaur-Nitai. Next. Here's one of the Gita class in the evening. Next. Now we've moved to the Science City, 1 hour north of Tokyo. Next. So they started 2018. You can read there. Home programs, festivals, Harinam, Ratha Yatra, Janmashtami, Govardhan. Okay, next. It has a congregation of about 30, 35 members. They just started. 4 families of initiated devotees. 1 family with 16 rounds. I don't follow that, but I'll have to ask him. Okay, there you go. Next. Now this is Harinam in the Buddhist temple park, the devotees. Oh, here you go. You can see the devotees in the back. Here they are on a little stage, and here's the people attending the kirtan with local Japanese. Next. You know, Banu Maharaj told me different cultural things. They used to make the Sunday feast, and you know, an ISKCON staple, a Vedic staple, is sweet rice. You know, we call it, you know, paisamba, they would call it sweet rice, with a pudding. So when they first made that in Japan, the Japanese people wouldn't touch it. For them, the idea of milk and rice and you make it sweet, it was like, what? But they noticed that over the course of time, their senses became purified. Like if you have jaundice and sugar it tastes bitter. He said now they're going to make 5 gallons of sweet rice. Everybody just laps it up. They become purified. So now we're in Yokohama. Next. I mean, imagine, click it back. That must be what the subterranean heavenly planets look like. And you're a simple, innocent Vaishnava, and you got to change that place. That's your job. You got to go out there, find devotees, find conditioned souls, and turn them into pure devotees. It's not easy. Next. So they started Center 2018. You can read all this because I want to wrap up. Okay, next. Here's a congregation, 600 members, 5 families, book distribution, 15 Bhagavatam sets. It's not easy. It's like an Arab, to distribute an Arabic book, you get extra points. They should give extra points for Japan. Next. So this is the Yokohama Sunday feast crowd. Next. Govardhan Puja. Next. And now we're in Kamakura, 1 hour south of Tokyo. Next. And he's showing you where it is. Next. They have Jagannath deities, Gaur-Nitai deities. Next. This is their Sunday feast. Next. Now we're in Osaka. 19 million people. This is this used to be the capital. That's the old royal palace for when Osaka was the capital of Japan. Next. Well, you can't read those. Next. Okay, Gaur-Nitai. Next. That's Kabichandra Maharaj. He's co-GBC for Japan. And this is a home program, actually. Next. There they are at Kirtan in the temple. Next. And there's the Yokohama Sunday feast crowd. Next. Book distribution. And we're almost done. So next. People just become blissful when they get books. There's something about it. They get... Next, they get association of devotees. So they have this is a householder couple. They run a restaurant called Namaste in Osaka. Next. This is their menu. Okay, next. Now we're in Okinawa. Okinawa is at the very end. It's a tropical, it's a vacation resort. Next. So there we are. 3 initiated devotees. They were just sent there. I think this is Kabichandra Maharaj here, but maybe not. Okay, next. Here they are, this Sunday feast in Okinawa. Next. And that's the end. So a little flavor of preaching in Japan. All over the world, by Prabhupada, one man, all by himself, not in good health, no support. Prabhupada was certified. Prabhupada had faith in the holy name and faith in the order of his Guru Maharaj, which was the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that in every town and village your chanting will be known. And it's happening right before our eyes. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna Prabhupada. Thanks, Gordon.